This is Andrew Polich with Where's the Solar. I'm joined with Anya Schoolman of DC Sun. Anya, would you tell us a little bit about what you're doing here at this fine organization?
So we started in 2007 here in Mount Pleasant. Back then we were the Mount Pleasant Solar Co-op. And we organized, a group of homeowners organized and went solar together.
How big are you guys in terms of staff?
We have a fairly large staff. There's about 10 of us on board, but that's to do regional work. So in DC, we're essentially, our staff all pitch in, but kind of in their spare time. DC is still volunteer driven.
How big do these co-ops range in size?
They're usually like 30 to 90 houses. And if you look at a map where solar installations are in DC, you see these clusters in each one of them.
How solar is Mount Pleasant, this neighborhood?
So Mount Pleasant is just about 10% solar. It's about 100 houses out of that.
So you're lobbying for community solar in DC?
We've already passed community solar legislation. We started working on it in 2011. And the idea is if you don't have a good roof yourself, say you have shade or you're a renter or you live in an apartment, but you still want solar, you could buy into somebody else's solar panels, like on the church or the community center down the street or on a parking lot, somewhere else in DC, and then maybe 20 or 30 people could get together and all get some of the capacity from that, and then get the credit on your bill the same way it works. You know, if anybody wants to have buy-in to community solar, Councilmember Vincent Orange, he's at large, so you've all elected him.
Where do we stand now with the merger between these two giant utility companies, Pepco and Exelon?
So they lost in August, and then they negotiated a settlement with the mayor in September. And then now, as far as anybody understands, they are making up their minds and writing a decision. And the decision is very much like the way the Supreme Court does it. They have the hearings, and then they go off and write, and wait, and then out comes the brief. And so what we're waiting is the public announcement of the decision. Exelon has a fundamental conflict of interest with DC's green energy future.
Yeah.
And there is nothing in the settlement that changes that. It attempts to obscure that by giving money supposedly to green energy. Apparently, she got very involved after it got turned down. We know that she received during that same time frame a $25 million payment. People all over DC government, if they own stock, if this merger goes through, they get a 20 to 30% bump overnight on the value of their stock.
So now is the time.
There's a lot of money. There is a lot of money.
Who votes on this in February? Who does it come down to?
It's the DC Public Service Commission.
Well, Anya, thank you very much for taking the time, and keep up the great work.